Welcome to the Popish Plot. I'm Jessica.
I'm Nate.
and I'm Mike. We never start from the middle. We're just completely confused.
Weird.
Should we restart?
Not at all.
No, we need to go with this.
Go from here.
Actually, I say we start over, but we do the same thing.
That sounds like a good idea.
You say yours. I pause for just we pause for just a moment, and then I go and say, "I guess I'm Nate." But for the record, I'm not looking to seriously box with St. Nicholas. Just a little play fighting.
No. Let's talk it out. No, we have cats. They fight. Nobody's ever seriously injured. I get it. I grew up with a brother. I understand.
I like the fact that he's going to be like Heaven's version of Don King. He's like, no, let's do this. We can work this out. What's the take?
The important question is, for ages, when we're doing ages of this, is it the age that they died, the age that they're in heaven, or do we continue from their birth on Earth all the way up until this point? So you're beating up on this hundreds-of-year-old guy.
I say it's going to vary. I say it's going to vary because here's the thing.
He's 1,700 years older than me. I think I can take him.
Well, you got to remember.
Yes, but he chose his 25-year-old body, and you picked 37.
After the second coming, we're talking about purified bodies. Mm-hmm. So
we all restart at the second coming?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm just going to say, I'm not going to say everybody's going to be the same age, but there's going to probably be
33?
some oh, yeah, I'd be all right with that.
An idealized 33? Although, who knows? Maybe.
As long as I got good knees, I'll take it.
I forgot what hairstyle I
knees. You will have uninjurable knees. You could do nothing for the rest of eternity but walk up and down stairs, and your knees would be fine.
That kind of takes some of the challenge out of it. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the point.
There will have to be different challenges.
Fair enough.
Well, then there's the question of, will you naturally be good at anything you want, or for anything that is not, virtue related? If I'm a painter, do I then have to take lessons from actual people who are painting to get better? Or
Okay, let's do all this speculation, and it's a whole, maybe even a series of episodes.
Yes.
I have all the time.
Do not fight either Rose of Lima or Catherine of Siena. Any woman who's done that much penance will kick your ass. I don't care how small they are.
I was going to suggest you probably don't want to get...
Maybe that's my purgatory.
You probably don't want to get in with St. Patrick. He converted the Irish back when they were super, bloodthirsty.
Ah! No, it's great. He's just a brawler. There's no technique there.
Perhaps having lived in a later time than him, I've seen moves that he's not familiar with.
But he's also seen moves that have been forgotten.
Oh.
I am now imagining playing via, old controller Mortal Kombat with Blessed Carlos.
Button
mashing.
I think we need to
A, B, select start.
I think we need to
He's got all the cheat codes.
I think we need to get together with some indie gamers. Just be we have an idea for you.
The Blessed Carlo Kudus game. Yes.
I mean, we have to take all the blood out of it.
It's like a side scroller. Oh yeah, it's like a puzzle game.
Yeah. Cut.
Yep.
Because that's going to happen again. I was excited when I put the battery back in and it didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get some
new double A's.
Really good ones.
Yep.
In the meantime, no one play with matches.
That's the CO2 detector, so.
All right, everyone play with matches.
There's a middle ground.
The smoke detector still works.
Hey, I tried to meet you halfway.
No running a car in the house, though.
Man, okay. If I was running a car in the house, something would have gone terribly, terribly wrong.
Resume places.
Okay.
And continue.
We get to heaven and you can't even recognize which one is because now he's all svelte.
No.
I'm half the man I used to be. Or maybe he's still plump in heaven. Fat and happy.
I'm not saying it would be like a fight. Just, because it's not going to be even like a regular boxing kind of a thing.
I've got I've got a glorified body, you've got a glorified body. Let's do this.
Are you suggesting this is going to be all along the lines of when the girls were punching each other with their toy octopuses?
No.
It's a stuffed animal, they're just like this.
Actually, fairly much. I was thinking. So at the end of Rocky 3,
yeah, they finally had the.
There's him and Apollo Creed, and they're just doing it for the sake of who's better. They're not trying to beat the crap out of each other.
Oh no, they beat the crap out of each other. This is the rubber match. This is to determine for all time who's the best.
Yeah, but it was a match between friends.
Sure, but at the same time, they were honest enough competitors that they each gave it their all.
Yes, but in previous matches, they really beat each other to a pulp, and I feel that would be unbefitting of the dignity.
I think we're discussing the wise men and not beating people up in heaven for the fun of it.
Although that's gonna be another episode. It's gonna be fantastic.
I'm not gonna beat up anybody in heaven.
Not even for funsies?
No. It'll have to be. It won't be in heaven. It'll be after the new heaven and the new earth, because it's no fun to punch somebody if they don't even have a body.
Yeah.
We should do it on the moon with the different gravity.
Or on Mars with the lake of beer in Mount Olympus Mons. Yes.
Yeah. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, the bell next to it, and that nice little thumbs up to give us a like.
As we discussed before, liking an episode of the Popish plot can be a prayer.
That's right. Do it for the glory of God.
For the greater glory.
For the greater glory of God, and it's a prayer. You could like our show and pray at the same time.
Amen.
Without any extra effort.
Because everybody knows watching the show really makes you pray. Not necessarily for the things we want you to, but...
Someday watching this show may be given out as a penance. Who knows?
We already did all the closing bits, so now it's Nate's turn. Although, no. The way we began, let's end that way. Jess, do you even know what to do?
Live your faith?
Love your faith.
Share that love.
That was so weird.
Yeah.
So weird.
This is why I'm never starting
but you got to do one that wasn't sharing one with everybody else.
It felt wrong.
Thumbs up. Heart. Aww. Not finger guns.
Although, I will say, that's what I want, when I'm eventually canonized, that's what I want my icon to be. Because you got all these people.
The buddy Jesus. The buddy Mike. The buddy Mike.
I'm just imagining your canonization involving an actual cannon.
All right, we found the body to be incorrupt. So what we're going to do is we're going to shoot it out of this cannon, see what happens.
For Bible science.
Trust us. Mike would approve. You realize that one day, all of these episodes will be used by the devil's advocate at our causes as proof that we are not saints. So one day.
Which reminds me, eventually, maybe during Lent, we need to have one about making super weird and complex prayer rituals, because apparently, that's the reason why some people weren't considered, up for sainthood. Like, they didn't have, an intense devotional life.
Well,
so I was going to be like, I really like the
Didn't we recently do one of those where, like, it was somebody where like, well, it totally could be, and it's like, oh, but,
I'm like, so I could be like, I totally love the Sacred Heart of Jesus, but how many people are having a strong devotion to his left pinky toe?
Boom. To the funny bone of Jesus. Well, no, that's one thing the bishop of someplace in England, Rochester maybe, said that's why he's not going ahead with the cause for G.K. Chesterton, because he didn't have a discernible he didn't have a discernible spirituality. Which, of course, to which Dale Ahlquist says bullshit. But
what do you mean?
But if you
smoked a pipe, he grabbed a drink, and he
carried a sword.
God stuff.
But let's be honest. As long as you keep G.K. Chesterton below the level of Christ, if you say something contrary about him, Dale Ahlquist will be like, bullshit.
At least he's consistent.
Yep.